why wouldn't you, just to see if it does anything to the offense, give him an opportunity to go in there and play?
Yeah, obviously my focus is where we are right now, Mary Kay. That's not my focus.
Okay. Now, Mary Kay, that's not my focus. Hey, guys, can we stop asking these questions? Y'all know this man don't want to play Shedeur.
You know that. You know.
And I think, I'm pretty sure he mentioned in the locker room that it wasn't his decision. And so, I mean, if he had said to you guys, hey, I want to play, I can play, I mean.
The Cleveland Browns are in chaos right now, and all eyes are locked on head coach Kevin Stefanski. The firestorm ignited after reports surfaced that Stefanski may have fabricated an injury for Shedeur Sanders, allegedly to keep him off the field. Like the video if you love Shedeur, comment SS100 if you want Shedeur to start in the NFL. Despite Shedeur's clear determination to play, Stefanski dug in, pushing the narrative that his young quarterback was hurt when it was obvious he was ready. Things escalated when Mary Kay Cabot dropped a bombshell during a press conference, exposing what really went down. According to her, Shedeur told teammates in the locker room he was good to go, but Stefanski refused to let him play, insisting on a phantom injury story that kept Sanders sidelined. The Browns went on to get dismantled by the Patriots, and fans are furious. Now the question is simple: how long can Stefanski survive this? With the team's season slipping away, is this going to be remembered as one of the biggest coaching blunders in Browns history?
What was the thinking behind that and how'd that go?
Yeah, he obviously came in Saturday with his back injury. We were hopeful that he'd be able to move around well enough to suit up on Sunday, but put him through a pregame warm-up, and obviously just didn't feel like he was ready to play, Mary Kay. But
Even after being called out publicly, Kevin Stefanski refused to backtrack. He doubled down, claiming Shedeur showed up to Saturday's practice banged up and wasn't ready during pregame warm-ups. But let's be honest, this feels like denial more than truth. There's a major difference between being injured and being benched. Stefanski's decision looks more like an excuse to keep Shedeur off the field rather than a genuine concern for his health. Skip Bayless didn't hold back either, blasting Stefanski for letting Sanders go through warm-ups only to suddenly rule him out. He called it what it was: favoritism. He even suggested the injury was a cover-up to justify Stefanski's preference for Bailey Zappi, who he believes was always the real backup. The whole thing reeks of manipulation, and Bayless said it best: this wasn't about health, it was about politics.
On game day, that Shedeur has a quote-unquote back injury, yet he did go out to warm up. They watched him warm up and they disqualified him because he's got a back injury. I don't trust it for 1 second. Bailey Zappi I said it 5 times on the show, he's been the unofficial, unstated backup quarterback.
Ocho didn't mince words either. He went all in on Stefanski, accusing him of deliberately sidelining Shedeur Sanders from the start. According to Ocho, this wasn't a last-minute call. It was part of a calculated plan. Stefanski wanted control over the outcome no matter what. Win or lose, he'd find a way to protect his narrative.
Barry's pick. It wasn't the owner. It wasn't Stefanski. So this is exactly what they want. Someone forced their hand to take this pick, and they don't want to give him an opportunity to play the game. He's played 4 games. They're 1-3.
He won't push the ball down the field. It's hard when you can't run the ball.
And it's not just the analysts who are fed up. Myles Garrett has officially hit his breaking point. After that brutal loss to the Patriots, the Browns' defensive captain couldn't hold back. In his post-game presser, Garrett made it clear he's sick of the same excuses coming out of the offense. He said he doesn't care what Kevin Stefanski thinks anymore. He's tired of losing because of stubborn coaching. Garrett is giving everything he's got, but he knows it's going to waste when the offense can't produce.
I don't care how much time is on the clock. They got their starters in. There's a chance we can win. I want to be a part of that. I'm in the situations I hate. That kind of inevitability and not being able to do anything about it, because I want to win and I'll do anything.
On the sideline, Garrett's frustration was written all over his face. He was seen kicking equipment and shaking his head as the Browns' offense collapsed again. After the game, when asked about it, Garrett said the team keeps asking the same questions every week, but nothing changes. While he didn't call out names directly, everyone knew who he was talking about: Stefanski and quarterback Dillon Gabriel. It's becoming obvious that the locker room is starting to fracture, with players losing faith in their leadership ship.
It doesn't get any easier. Each week you ask him, so.
Garrett didn't hold back on Gabriel either. He made it crystal clear that being young is no excuse in the NFL. You either make plays or you don't. It's that simple. Garrett said everyone on that field is expected to perform, and right now, Gabriel just isn't cutting it.
They got in chunk formation. They chipped, he got the ball out, as quick as possible. And there weren't a lot of situations in which, even if I was running, I could have got there. So
Garrett's frustration didn't stop there. He went after Stefanski's offensive decisions too, saying that refusing to give Shedeur Sanders a shot is costing this team wins. Week after week, it's the same predictable play calling, and it's wearing him down. Ocho backed him up, pointing out that when your defensive leader publicly demands change, that's a sign something is seriously wrong. But Stefanski keeps doubling down, forcing Gabriel into a role he's clearly not ready for.
The right person to say something. A Denzel Ward, a Myles Garrett, the captains, to be like, listen, we need to do something. I mean, to see Myles Garrett frustrated like that, the way he was, we not getting it done, knowing the change needs to be made. But I think that's a hill that Kevin Stefanski is willing to die on.
At this point, even Browns insiders agree. Kevin Stefanski is dying on this hill. His loyalty to Dillon Gabriel has the fan base and locker room united in frustration. Once defenses figure Gabriel out, he crumbles under pressure, exposing that he's not the answer. The writing's on the wall. If the Browns want to save their season, they need to give Shedeur Sanders a chance to lead the offense. Gabriel's fighting to stay relevant, but everyone can see it. He's not the guy.
When his best is what a backup does. This is what backups do.
They play about that.
They play for a few games, and then they get figured out, and there wasn't much to figure out with him, and he's been figured out here. So you can expect more of the same if he continues to go out there.
Garrett Bush didn't sugarcoat it either. He torched Stefanski's offensive game plan, calling it disastrous no matter who's at quarterback. Bush argued that Stefanski has done little to elevate this team and is now being exposed for holding Shedeur back on purpose. His solution? Fire Stefanski. Bring in a coach who actually believes in his players and is willing to adapt before the entire season collapses.
2 receivers with over 1,000 yards, and he's the laughingstock? You see, this is the part that gets me. Narrative over facts. Narrative, and it's funny how if you say it enough.
The Browns' locker room is boiling over, and the frustration is undeniable. From Myles Garrett to Garrett Bush to Mary Kay Cabot, the message is consistent. Kevin Stefanski's handling of this quarterback situation has become a full-blown disaster. Stubborn play calling, bad communication, a refusal to adapt, and now a team divided. With the season spiraling and the locker room losing trust, the question becomes, will Stefanski finally give Shedeur Sanders his shot, or will this be the breaking point that ends his tenure in Cleveland? Drop your thoughts below. Should the Browns move on from Gabriel and hand the reins to Sanders, or is it already too late to save this season?